Zorn's Dungeon is the first role-playing game to be played through the YouTube livestream chat. You're not just watching the game anymore, your character is involved in the action. Spawn a level 0 character, throw them into the Bloodcage, and watch them fight for their lives. Death is permanent, but survivors can reach level 1 for even greater adventure as the game develops. Here's how to play in under 5 minutes. Step 1. Spawn your character. To play, just type bang spawn, that's !spawn, in the YouTube livestream chat anytime Zorn's Dungeon is being played live. The game instantly rolls a level 0 character with 3d6 stats straight down the line. There's also a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a random demi-human. Your starting HP determines your destiny. Low health means wizards and thieves, while high health means you get to be a fighter, paladin, or barbarian. Every character's linked to your YouTube username, so you know which is yours, and we know who's playing. Each character also gets a unique ID or dog tag. You can also see which characters belong to rare professions or have particularly exceptional stats. Remember, level 0 is brutal, so spawn multiple characters to have backups ready. But be aware there's a 30-second global cooldown on the bang spawn command. If you don't get in on your first try, just try again. The chatbot will confirm what characters are created in the live stream chat. Step 2. The draft. Newly spawned characters enter the tavern. The only way out for a level 0 character is to be drafted into a 12-person party for the Bloodcage. When it's time to assemble a party, the system drafts in this priority. 1. Super VIPs, which the Game Master reserves for special guests or situations. 2. VIPs. Channel members get free VIP status once a month, and anyone can send in super chats to make one of their characters a VIP. Super chats with a specific dog tag attached guarantee that character will receive VIP status. Otherwise, the system will choose one of your characters at random. Gifting memberships also gets you and the person gifted a VIP character. 3. Active chatters. If you've commented in the live stream chat within the last hour, you get priority right behind VIPs. So if you're watching, participate in the chat to make it more likely that your character will get in on the fight. 4. The general pool. If there are still draft spaces left, then they're open to anyone else in the tavern. Yes, even if you're offline, your tavern characters are at risk and may be drafted. Note that the draft prioritizes having as many different players as possible in the party, so you usually won't have 2 of your own characters in the same cage. Step 3. Into the Bloodcage. Once the party forms, the doors open, monsters spawn, and the auto battle begins. You get to sit back and watch the bloody drama unfold. As the cage takes damage and the blood bar fills, Zorn might intervene. At 33% health loss, he might order his goblin archers to loose a volley into the heroes, or later drop a gore strider behind your lines if you're having too easy a time. And for the crunch lovers, combat, movement, spells, and all other rules are handled by the Hacked Edge game system, our custom rule set based on old school essentials. Step 4. Triage and leveling. When the dust settles, surviving PCs are hauled up to the winch room. If a character was knocked unconscious, they only survive if they have teammates still standing at the end. Otherwise, the monsters put them to the sword. Survivors earn a blood drop next to their name to indicate they lived through the ordeal. Once in the winch room, goblin medics attempt to heal individual wounds, restoring 1 HP per wound per success. Then the fairy checks HP. Anyone with enough HP to reach level 1 gets promoted, receives their class, and gets a free, full restoration of HP and spells. This is the only free magical healing in the game. Level 1 characters also earn the right to have a name. Type bang name dog tag new name in the chat to name them, or rename them on zornsdungeon.com. Step 5. Rest and return. Finally, characters are sorted to their next location. First, all dead characters are sent to the graveyard. It's their final resting place. Those characters who are still wounded are sent to the infirmary. There, wounds and spells heal in real time according to the Hacked Edge rules, meaning severe injuries may take several actual 24-hour days to recover. To keep playing, bang spawn more characters to have them ready to go. Healthy characters are sent to the stable to safely rest. They have earned their reprieve. Want to send a character back into the action and perhaps earn a second blood drop? Just move the character you want from the stable back to the tavern. You can do this at zornsdungeon.com or by typing bang T for tavern plus the dog tag of the character you want to move in the chat. You can check rosters, locations, and all of our leaderboards, tracking boss kills, maximum damage, highest XP, anytime at zornsdungeon.com/tavern. Alright, that's all you need to know to get playing Zorn's Dungeon on the live stream. Get your bang spawn ready, and we'll see you in the cage. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Let me see about that. Can you hear me now? Oh, it just told me that I temporarily lost my mic. Can you hear me now? It did tell me that I temporarily lost my mic. But it looks like it's now. Can you hear me now? It looks like it's playing now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Temporary 2-second interruption. Sorry about that. Welcome to everyone. I'm so glad to see you tonight. I have been working on the game not quite as much as I would have liked, but there is a change log for tonight because I am giving you some of the things that you have asked for regarding the combat commands. So that's basically what I was working on. I'm going to work through this again more tonight. But I have heard you regarding what kind of combat commands that you want to have, and so we're going to be working with that tonight. So it is great to be with you all. It always feels like it's a long time between Friday night and Monday night. I mean, Friday, okay, we don't play Saturday and Sunday. We play Monday night, but that's only 2 days, but it feels like 3 days really, because all of Saturday, Sunday, then you go through all of Monday, and then we play again tonight. So it always seems like a long time to me. All right, let me bring up the screen because we're getting on with this. Share the system audio so that you will have music. Let's see, right here, we got people going into the tavern. This is, and if you're not familiar with the lore of Zorn's Dungeon, Zorn is a goblin sorcerer, a very powerful goblin sorcerer who has a fortress on the edge of the world, in the mountains on the edge of the world. And the poor, the destitute, the downtrodden, the whoever it is, if you are down in life, you can come to Zorn's fortress, and he will give you a place in the tavern, food, to eat. It doesn't matter if you can't pay, no problem. You can't pay. The poor, the destitute, the downtrodden, come here, and Zorn will take you into the Last Resort Tavern. That's what this is, the Last Resort Tavern right here. But the only catch is that once you have dined in Zorn's Last Resort Tavern, you must fight in his Bloodcage in order to be let out. And if you do fight in the Bloodcage, and if you survive, then Zorn gives you a place in the inn that he calls the stable. It's a common room. It's nothing fancy. It's a common room, but it is a place to lay your head down. You can sleep in the common room, and he will also provide free level 1 medical care in the infirmary. There you go. So that's what's going on right now in Zorn's Dungeon. Okay, let's go over here too. So we see we got people playing. We got VIPs coming in. So Proudstar has a Winded Pilgrim. This is Proudstar has a Winded Pilgrim in. Dave has Sharina in. Sable Phoenix has VIP'd an Overmatched Berserker. Mrs. Dave has Ronnie Rampage. Courtney has Bongaroo coming in. Then also new in the tavern, Scarmasax right here. So you'll be next up. We're looking down at the priority to fight tonight. Scarmasax has 2 different characters. One of those will be picked at random, a famished cultist and a hobbling sexton. Then also present tonight, if you are new here, hit ! spawn. That's bang spawn, just like it says up there on the top banner, and you will get in and you'll be able to play first tonight. New players have priority. New players come in and have priority. But we have 4 people who are present who do not have VIPs at the moment, but have fought 0 times. This is Brianna Reynolds, Brent, SKD Fish, and Made of Meat. So welcome. After Friday, like my whole voice was sore when I was at the winery trying to lead wine tastings. So we got to be careful of that. I don't want to completely tear apart my voice, but I do love doing this. Okay, so that's who's in right now. We'll have a few more minutes. I'm gonna go over here to the change log, and then we will get fighting. So the change log over here on Heath's Geekverse. Of course, the change log is posted to zornsdungeon.com. If you go into zornsdungeon.com, you'll be able to log in and manage all of your characters. But also, I have been posting the change log on the Heath's Geekverse YouTube feed. So here are two things that you asked for that I made happen over the last, since last Friday. So a lot of things I had to do over the weekend. But here are two things. So all-out attack is now a standing order. So, okay, I intended when I originally wrote all-out attack, I was like, okay, you might not want all-out attack to persist because it eliminates your defenses. So when I wrote it, I was like, well, now all-out attack should be only one turn. It should be disabled after the first turn that it goes, which was different than all of the other orders. And I realized that was causing some confusion because all other orders other than all-out attack persisted until you changed them. But, all-out attack only went for one turn and then reverted to a bang fight. And that did seem like it was confusing people because, like, okay, so some of these orders persist, some of them do not. I was trying to make sure that if you went all-out attack, that was just this one time, and then after the next time, you were not going to, if you did not show back up and issue a different order or something like that, you were not going to be foregoing your defenses. But that ended up being confusing as it ended up. So all of the combat orders now are persistent. They will persist until you change otherwise. That includes all-out attack. So if you go all-out attack, you go bang AOA, you will have issued a standing order to your character, so they will continue fighting at bang AOA until you change that order. That could be dangerous to you. That could be dangerous, but that seems to be the way people were expecting all of the orders to work. And so that is now how they work. There isn't like an exception. This order works this way. This order works this way. That order works. That's eliminated now. So at the moment, all orders are standing orders. They will stand until you do something else. Also, now you ask for something like Bang Tank. So here it is. Oh, look, Corey especially asked for this. Hey, Corey is here. So now all-out defense now holds its position. Okay. All-out defense now holds its position. So if you go to bang AOD, as I had written it last week, as I was trying to develop things, my original idea was like, well, the reason you would go bang AOD is if you are low on hit points and you want to escape and then defend yourself. So last week when I said you go bang AOD, you could withdraw up to about 2 spaces away, and then you would go into all-out defense mode. That's actually not how people wanted bang AOD to, especially Corey, wanted bang AOD to actually function. People wanted bang AOD to work as like a bang tank command, so that even if you were fully healed, you had full hit points or whatever, and you are an armored fighter, you could go bang AOD, you would not withdraw, and you're going to stand there and you're going to fight. Okay, so that's now how it works. There is no withdrawal for AOD. So if you want to tank, then your command is now AOD. Now be aware of that a character who goes bang AOD will stand where that person is and will give their whole turn to defense. They will not make an attack. So even if you are standing next to a goblin or you're standing next to a monster and you go bang AOD, you will not attack. Now you're not going to move. You will not move, but you will also not attack. But you will receive defensive bonuses as you are standing there and receive attacks. So, right. So now bang hold just holds position and fights with no AOD bonus. Okay, so what's the difference between bang AOD and bang hold? Because at the moment, I think that they are both important to have there. if you go bang hold, then you will not move. But if you are adjacent, or no, it's not exactly if you are adjacent, because it could be if you were in weapon range. So if you have like a spear or something like that, that's not adjacent. But if you are next to a monster, if you go bang hold and you are next to a monster, you will still fight that monster, but you will not move. And if you are not next to a monster, then and you do not attack, then when a monster moves up, you will defend as if you were on AOD. Now, I think that is still a important distinction. Some people may want to be in the line, but still capable of attacking, in which case you're going to hold the line with bang hold. You're going to be able to attack, but if you do not attack, then you will go to AOD. Okay. I think so. Say, that's how I understand it. Hold will attack. AOD will have a defensive bonus and no attack. Yes. But if you go bang hold and there is not any monster within your range, you will default back to AOD. You'll default back to AOD. Let's see. So that's where we are now. So I was watching that and I changed that. I changed some other like superficial things like that. But okay, that's where we are. So that I'm still considering this in testing phase. I'm still considering all the combat orders in testing phase. This is night 3. This is episode 30, but it's only night 3 of combat orders. So I'm still considering kind of in a testing phase. But that seemed to be what people wanted. So I was trying to accommodate that and make different commands with different tactical choices. So there we go. Okay. Let's go back over. So that's where we are right now. There are still some things with the visuals of different things that have not been changed that I really want to change, but I was not able to do that over the past 48 hours. All right. So Proud Star, Dave, Sable Phoenix, Mrs. Dave, Courtney, all VIPs. Sarah Max is new to the tavern, so Sarah Max will be in. Corey, Brianna, Brent, SKD Fish, made of metal, made of meat, rather, will all be in. I mean, I think we need to fight. I think it's time to go fight. Oh, by the way, we are at only 8 of 25. I see there are 18 people watching. There are 18 people watching, but yet we only have 8 likes. If you want to help everyone out who is fighting tonight, well, I mean, if you're watching, hit !spawn in the chat. That will create you a character and you'll fight in the next Bloodcage. So if you're watching and you don't have a character, hit !spawn. But even if you don't want to play, the least you could do is hit like on the stream, because if we get to 25 likes, then the fairy will come by and will give everybody who is fighting +1 temporary hit points. And in the Bloodcage, you need every single hit point you can have. So everybody, if you want to help everybody out and you are watching, please do hit the like button. We are at 10 of 25. We are now at 10 of 25. All right, let's go on to the holding cell. Well, I don't know. Do you have multiple people? Are you watching on multiple screens? I don't know. Maybe. Draft priority. Okay, so we're about to draft here. Draft priority is super VIPs. Those are at the discretion of the game master for co-hosts if we have one night, or if I need to correct an error. Right now, there are no super VIPs. Then VIPs will be on. Then anyone who is new to the cage. This is our draft order. Then everyone who is present but has not yet fought. Then everyone who is present but has fought through different levels of fought once, fought twice, fought 3 times. And then everyone else, and then wanderers. So that is our draft priority right here. Let's go ahead and draft. Who's in this fight? Courtney Bongaroo, you are in. Level 1 fighter, both rare. Oh, okay. Sorry. Both rare, 1 in 354 spawns, and Starborn, top 2% of all ability scores. That is huge. So Courtney's Bongaroo is one of our major fighters right here. We are now accepting super chats for buffs. Yes. So if you want to buff your character, $1.99 super chat apiece gets you +2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and then +2 to your saving throws. We will fight in a minute and 42 seconds. Clinton. Clinton has a Winded Pilgrim in here. Level 0 Pilgrim. Okay. Dave, Sharina, level 1 Mage. You are in here. Mrs. Dave. Oh, Mrs. Dave is one of our heroes right here. This is Ronnie Rampage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Sable Phoenix just came in for a buff for $4. Going into the Overmatched Berserker. Oh, the Berserkers are extremely rare characters. An Overmatched Berserker goes in for +2 temporary hit points and +1 damage right there. Thank you very much. Oh, SKD Fish. Oh, Kilbo Haggins is in here. Kilbo gets a full buff right here. Oh, lots of stuff coming in. Let me start back at the top. So Dave Sharina is in. So Ronnie Rampage, 60% chance of survival. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blood drops, +2 temporary hit points. Thank you very much. Sable Phoenix, an Overmatched Berserker, also, okay, has 61% chance of survival, but has gone in for +2 temporary hit points and +1 damage. Serena Maximus, was that Serena Maximus? 46% chance of survival, but I believe that is Sable. Yeah, Sable Phoenix just came in and buffed you. So thank you very much, Sable, coming in and buffing the first-time character. +2 temporary hit points and +1 damage. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get this Hobbling Sexton through the Bloodcage, it looks like. Brent has great odds of getting through, 82% chance of survival. That's Fizzard the Wizard. He's been through this Bloodcage twice. You can tell that by the number of blood drops he had. Everyone who has 2 blood drops, or everyone who has at least 1 blood drop, you get 1 blood drop for every cage that you have fought through. Brianna, an unproven antiquarian's assistant, level 1, 44% chance of surviving. Corey, a naive temple initiate, 73% chance of surviving. Well starred, by the way, top 12% of all ability scores. SKD Fish right here, Drunken Kilbo Haggins, uncommon, well starred. Look at the number of blood drops he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He gets +2 temporary hit points, +1 damage, and +2 saving throws. Made of Meat has Carl the Incurious in, a level 1 ranger, 48% chance of getting out. And Angel G, a blinking halfling farmer, has a 60% chance of getting out. I think that's everybody. Thank you so much for the super chats. Buffing everybody, Dave 97. Did we see that one? 9. But yes, okay. So Dave has buffed Sharina. Sharina goes in for a +2 temporary hit points. You can see right here that when somebody puts in a super chat, they are putting in the dog tag of their character, and like this right here is the dog tag right here. So Dave put in 97EN. That's his character right there. That is the dog tag. But you can definitely buff somebody else's character, as we just had Sable do for Sarah Maxis. By putting in the dog tag of a different character. You can definitely do that and gift somebody else a buff. You can definitely do that. All right, let's go. I think so. SKD Fish says, let's go. Let's go. I think so. Oh, yeah. How many level 1s do we have in this cage? Oh, it's 6 and 6. It is 6 level 0s and 6 level 1s and 6 level 0s. Average level 0.5. Okay. Total HP 64. We got tons of HP in here. 64 HP. Average HP 5. All right, let's go to the Bloodcage. Looks like I need to adjust the top of this, but nonetheless, I think you can see the important parts. Bang AOA is all-out attack. That increases your attack power, but reduces your defenses, and your shields become useless. Bang AOD, all-out defense, sacrifices movement and attacks for additional defense. Bang hold the line. Characters will not move, but they will attack monsters in range. If no attack is made and the character is later attacked, will be treated as a Bang AOD defense. Bang run, retreat. That means run for your life. Get out of here. I want away from these monsters. That's bang run. And then bang fight will cancel all previous orders and will return the character to their standard attack and defense. You still attack. You do not have to submit an order to attack and defend. Your character will autoplay according to its algorithm, and that is bang fight, attacking and defending as normal. But it's only if you want to override that you need to send in one of these commands. So those are the commands. Let's open the cage. All right, 12 PCs versus 16 monsters. 12 PCs versus 16 monsters. And we have 3 white apes in here. We've got 3 white apes. So we got 6 level 1 PCs in here, but we have 3 white apes. That's how we're going. So Courtney, Bongaroo, level 1, or rank 1, rather, right there. Do buff spells go? What do you mean by do buff spells go off in defense? If you give your character an all-out defense command, they will not buff themselves because they are focused on defending. If that's what you mean. Let's see. Then front line, Sable Phoenix, an overmatched berserker. Then Corey, a naive temple initiate. Then Mrs. Dave, Ronnie Rampage. Second line, Sarah Maxis, a hobbling sexton. SKD Fish, drunken Kilbo Haggins. Second line, Angel G, a blinking halfling farmer. Made of meat, Carl the Incurious. Second line. Third line, Clinton Andrews, a winded pilgrim. Brent Feinstad, Fizzard the Wizard. Then Brianna, an unproving antiquarian's assistant. Then Dave Sharina. That is our lineup right there. Okay, so here we go. Here's to everybody. I do have beer tonight again, so rather than just water, drinking beer, here we go. Yes, you can issue your commands right now before I hit start. You can issue your commands, but remember, the commands will not actually be active until your character draws initiative. So you're welcome to go ahead and put in commands right now. But if you put in AOD right now and a monster draws first and comes to attack you, you will not be on all-out defense until the start of your next turn. All right, let's go. Let's start this fight. Here we go. Kilbo draws first, and Kilbo accepts a hold order. Kilbo is holding. Cave Imp now moves to Bongaroo, coming in. No wound, 1 stamina point lost right there. Goblin Runt now coming in to the overmatched Berserker. Thank you very much, Dave. My beer fund. Dave always contributes to my water or my beer fund. Thank you. Ratkin Mongrel looking at Ronnie Rampage. That's a long way to go, but Ratkin Mongrels are fast. Coming in, 2 temporary hit points spent. No wound, though, right there. Okay, Naive Temple Initiate now comes down to Ratkin Mongrel. This is Corey. Corey comes in, impales him for 4 points of damage on the piercing end of a Warhammer. Ratkin Mongrel drops and expires on the cold stone. Oh, he's on AOA. He's on an AOA. Now, Goblin now coming in to Naive Temple Initiate. 1 point of damage to Naive Temple Initiate. That could have been much worse. Because his defenses are down, but it was the Goblin, so coming in. So now, Goblin Runt coming into Ronnie Rampage, Mrs. Dave. 1 point of damage with the Rusty Shiv into Mrs. Dave. Blinking Halfling, Angel G, toward Goblin Runt. Blinking Halfling Farmer comes up to Goblin Runt. 1 point of damage. That's very common right now. Lots of 1 point of damage back and forth. So Cave Imp, now targeting the overmatched Berserker, comes into Sable Phoenix. 1 temporary HP burned, no damage other than that. Hobbling Sexton weaves Virtue around Bongaroo. Borrowed Vigor will gain 2 temporary hit points. He's got 11 of 7 hit points. He is definitely very well buffed right now. Gremlin, all the way from the back of the cage, looking at a blinking halfling assistant. Not going to be able to attack, though, just coming up. A winded Pilgrim accepts the hold order that Pilgrim is holding in the back. Okay, Cave Imp now comes into Corey. 2 points of damage, a minor slashing wound right there. Bongaroo accepts. Wait, what order was this that was coming in? Closing with the Cave Imp. 6 points of damage. That might have been an AOA right there. The Cave Imp collapses and is dead. Did Courtney go in for an AOA? No, came in with a hold order. Courtney went with a hold order. Sable Phoenix now targeting Cave Imp. An overmatched Berserker opens him up by 7 points of damage. Exactly what you would expect a Berserker to do. Cave Imp number 1 falls, -5 hit points, chopped apart by Sable Phoenix's Berserker right there. White Ape from the back looking at a blinking halfling. This is Angel G's halfling throwing a boulder all the way into the halfling. 2 points of stamina lost. Nothing else, though. No physical damage. Rolls with the attack. Goblin Runt targets a blinking halfling. This is Angel G. Coming into the overmatched Berserker, as it turns out, retargeting. 4 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 3 taken as injury, a moderate piercing wound. Goblin. Now, Goblin targets Bongaroo. Coming up to Bongaroo, has the hold order. Devastating strike. 8 points of damage, 4 turned aside, 4 taken as injury. Oh, okay. That was a massive strike, but because of the different temporary hit points still up, White Ape number 2 now comes in on the blinking halfling's flank, throws into Angel G, a blinking halfling farmer, 1 point of damage, minor bludgeoning wound. Okay, Sharina, Dave, where is Sharina going? Targeting Goblin Runt, going in with Firebolt at Goblin Runt. Turned aside SKD Fish probably means it was temporary hit points that were gone. Not physical damage. Turned aside means not physical damage, not an actual wound. Fizzard the Wizard, Brent, looking at Goblin Runt. 2 points of damage to Goblin Runt, a minor cold wound right there. Goblin Runt's legs buckle and it's over. Drop the Goblin Runt. Okay, Fizzard the Wizard relocates. White Ape number 1, whichever one of the last White Ape coming up toward the blinking halfling, chucking a boulder at the halfling. This is Angel G, 3 points of damage, down to 1 of 5. Goblin targets Ronnie Rampage. Coming in to Ronnie Rampage. Deflected right there. The crude spear of the Goblin is deflected by Ronnie Rampage. Mrs. Dave doing what she does in the Bloodcage right there. An unproven antiquarian's assistant looking at this Goblin right there. Going in with some acid splash. 3 points of damage. A moderate acid wound. The Goblin falls with a final thud. We have 12 PCs. We still have 12 PCs up. It's still 12 PCs to 10 monsters. Still 12 to 10. Goblin Runt coming into Ronnie. 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound right there. Slimeling now targets the blinking halfling. Slimeling comes in with its pseudopods. Now into overmatched Berserker. Retargets the Berserker. 3 damage down to 1. And Zorn is now readying the archers. A volley is incoming. Ronnie Rampage, Mrs. Dave, now looking at this Goblin Runt that came up and got in her face. 11 points of damage. A catastrophic piercing wound with a dagger. I mean, she cut open its throat or cut its heart out. Its black little heart. Blood everywhere. It is down. Catastrophic wound with a dagger. Okay, Carl the Incurious, made of meat, now is going to look at White Ape. Wants to shoot with a ranged weapon, puncturing for 10 points of damage. A grievous piercing wound. The White Ape staggers, twitches, and falls. Arrow Storm. Zorn is sending 6 arrows from the goblins at the top of the wall of the Bloodcage. 6 arrows are coming down. Brent, Fizzard the Wizard, takes 3 damage. 1 turned aside, 2 actually taken as injury right there. An overmatched Berserker. Oh, the arrow finds its mark. An overmatched Berserker crumples to the cage floor and is dead. Sable Phoenix's an overmatched Berserker has perished. The Berserker is out. I believe that's our first PC casualty. Saramaxis, 2 stamina spent, 1 caught by the ward right there. Corey comes in. The arrow bites. A naive temple initiate takes 1 point of damage, down to 1 of 5. Ronnie Rampage takes 2 points of damage. This was definitely an injurious arrow storm. Unproven Antiquarian's Assistant, 1 point of damage. That's Brianna Reynolds. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. The goblins are standing by the crank, and we are backed up to the back of this. Round 2. Okay, Hobbling Sexton. This is Saramaxis. Comes in towards Slimeling. Slimeling, 4 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. This was with a mace right there. The Slimeling expires on the cold stone. You are out. Goblin Runt targets a blinking halfling farmer of Angel G. Comes in, 1 point of damage. Oh, down on the floor. Not dead, though. Not dead. Angel G's blinking halfling farmer is on the floor, but not dead. Oh, and this Goblin Runt wants to get out of here. Fizzard the Wizard, Brent, is looking at this White Ape. Can he target this White Ape? The White Ape is looming. The White Ape's large and very tall. Hits him with some frost, a cold wound. Drops his guard. The White Ape is staggered, knocked off his balance, and is chilled. Okay, Bongaroo accepts a fight order. Bongaroo goes to fight, looking at this goblin right here. Bongaroo goes into goblin number 1. 4 points of damage. Goblin number 1 takes the hit. Portcullis, Ratkin Gore Strider with a Ratkin Gore Child are moving in behind us. Okay, Ratkin Gore Child going into the Winded Pilgrim right here. 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound. Winded Pilgrim down to 1. We are 10 PCs to 8 monsters. Ratkin Gorechild goes to Kilbo Haggins. Kilbo Haggins fights the strike with footwork. No damage. 4 stamina points drained. Cave Imp now targets Naive Temple Initiate. 2 points of damage to a Naive Temple Initiate. A minor slashing wound. The Naive Temple Initiate of Corey drops to the floor, down, but their heart still beats. Will we be able to get him out of the Bloodcage? 9 PCs to 8 monsters. It's SKD Fish. Kilbo Haggins is going to a fight order and going into Ratkin Gorechild and delivers 4 points of damage to the Gorechild right there. And then Kilbo gets out of here. An unproven antiquarian assistant goes AOD. Oh, AOD goes AOD. Okay, White Ape moves toward Ronnie Rampage. Buckler splinters completely. The last sliver of wood whirls across the Bloodcage, but he's okay. Scarmasax then takes 7 points of damage. 1 turned aside, 6 taken as injury. The Hobbling Sexton is down, but death has been cheated. Are we going to be able to get Scarmasax's character out of here? We are 8 PCs to 8 monsters right now. Winded Pilgrim now goes to Gore Strider right now. Gore Strider rocked by 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. Need more than that on the Gore Strider. Sharina Dave targeting this White Ape that's over here. He's looming large over there, coming in on the White Ape's flank with a spell. 5 points of damage, a major fire wound. We smell the burning flesh and fur of ape. Nice job, Sharina. Drunken Hillbow. Okay, let's see. Goblin. No, Goblin comes into Bongaroo instead. 1 point of damage. Courtney's down to 2 of 7 right there. 8 PCs to 7 monsters. White Ape coming into Drunken Kilbo. Slamming his fist into Drunken Kilbo. 1 temporary hit point lost. He's unhurt. White Ape comes in again, takes 4 damage, 1 turned aside, 3 taken as injury. Kilbo is at 1 of 4. Kilbo is at 1 of 4. We've got to get Kilbo out of here. Carl, looking at that white ape that was fighting Kilbo, is going to shoot with a light crossbow. 7 points of damage, a tremendous piercing wound. A tremendous piercing wound right there. Nice. Looks like Kilbo might be trying to go to run. Ronnie Rampage coming into Cave Imp, rocked by 5 points of damage, a major slashing wound. Ronnie Rampage cuts down Cave Imp number 3. Gremlin targets Ronnie Rampage, coming in. 2 points of damage, a minor slashing wound. Ronnie Rampage is holding on by 1 of 7. We are going into round 3. We have 8 PCs up to 6 monsters. Oh, but White Ape is coming into Kilbo. White Ape coming into Kilbo. Hit for 4 points of damage. Can Kilbo save? Can Kilbo save? Kilbo Haggins is standing on borrowed time and burning adrenaline. Kilbo is still up. White Ape comes in again with a critical hit. Kilbo Haggins, 7 points of damage. A tremendous bludgeoning wound. Oh, no! That drops Kilbo Haggins. Kilbo Haggins has nothing left. Kilbo is down. Drunken Kilbo. Everyone, oh my God. Everyone needs to put an F in the chat for that. Kilbo Haggins, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blood cages survived. 9 blood cages survived. Drunken Hilbo has perished. A well-starred and uncommon character has taken 2 bludgeoning wounds from the ape and perished. Oh my God. What a way to start this. The White Ape backs up right there. What a way to start this with the loss of Kilbo Haggins. Oh my God. Okay, Fizzard the Wizard going into Ratkin Gorechild from behind. Fizzard the Wizard strikes from behind. The Ratkin Gorechild critical hit, frozen with 5 points of damage, a major cold wound. Man, I am feeling it already. We have lost Kilbo? 30 episodes in and we have lost Kilbo? Goblin Runt, looking for some kind of target from way far away, going to Carl the Incurious, made of meat. Probably not going to be able to get there. Seven PCs to 5 monsters. Last stand, Ronnie with 1 hit point coming into the Gremlin. Should be able to take out this Gremlin. Yes, 5 points of damage. Ronnie Rampage takes out the Gremlin. The Gremlin expires in the Cold Stone. Fell-handed, 3 kills. Ratkin Gorstrider now coming up to Clinton Andrews as Winded Pilgrim. 5 points of damage. Major slashing wound. The Winded Pilgrim is cut down. We have now lost another PC. We are 6 PCs to 4 monsters. Sharina. Okay, Sharina, looking at this White Ape way back there, wants to blast it down. Let's go, Sharina. No. Okay, Sharina goes to Goblin Runt 3 instead with a dagger, 3 points of damage, chooses to cut open Goblin Runt number 3 with a dagger. Black blood sprays, and Sharina becomes fell-handed. Nice job. Nice job. Goblin now going into Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo's buckler splinters completely. The last sliver of wood whirls away. Now has no shield, but no damage either. Carl the Incurious, this is made of meat. Now looking at that White Ape that is far away, also trying to get there. Shooting, critical hit from across. Was his light crossbow? 16 points of damage. A catastrophic piercing wound. White Ape put the arrow right through his neck right there. Negative 15 points of damage. Negative 15 took him down right there. 6 PCs up, 3 down and bleeding on the floor to 2 monsters. Goblin now coming in. Oh, critical strike to Bongaroo. 5 points of damage, a major piercing wound. Bongaroo loses consciousness but clings stubbornly to life. Oh my God, Bongaroo is still up. Well, down, but still alive. Down, but still alive. Unproven Antiquarian's assistant. Now, Carl the Incurious targets the Goblin right there. closes with the goblin. 12 points of damage, a catastrophic piercing wound that takes out goblin number 3 right there. Fizzard the Wizard. Can Fizzard take out this Gorst Rider? We need you to do it. Fizzard, take out this Gorst Rider. Casting Ray of Frost. 4 points of damage, a moderate cold wound. Gorst Rider is staggered right there. Sharina. Okay, Sharina. Do you have any spells left? Yes. Firebolt into Ratkin Gorst Rider. Scorched for 5 points of damage, a major fire wound. Death claims the Ratkin Gorst Rider. That may have been PC success right there. Dearly bought. Dearly bought. 11 XP each. 9 survivors share the spoils. 3 fell. 5 XP each. 5 XP for everyone who died. 11 XP for everyone who got out alive. Okay. The winch room. That was dearly bought. That was dearly bought. But we got people out. We lost Kilbo Haggins. Ronnie Rampage made it out. Let's deploy the Goblin Medics. Ronnie Rampage. Nothing. Then, okay, we got a little help on 1 wound right there. Bongaroo, Goblin Medics come in. No effect. No effect. No help there. Fizzard the Wizard, 1 HP. I hate, man, Kilbo's loss. I mean, it's affecting me. It is affecting me. All right, who gets to level 1? Hobbling Sexton, Sarah Maxis, level 1 Paladin. You made it through. You made it through, Sarah Maxis. Level 1 Paladin. You made it through. Naive Temple Initiate, Corey, Paladin, level 1. 2 Paladins made it through. All right, Paladin, there you go. An unproven antiquarian's assistant, Brianna Reynolds, level 1 mage, got through. Blinking Halfling Farmer, Angel G, Halfling, you made it. Let's sort and dismiss. Okay. But be aware, we have the infirmary. If you are the free healing that you get in this game is level 0 to level 1. The fairy will heal you. So we have 25 characters currently healing in the infirmary. If you are level 1 or above, you don't get free healing. You go to the infirmary. And it can take a long time for you to heal. Look up the Hackmaster rules, and it's something like that. Let's see. Stable. We have 310 characters in the stable. If you are here, remember that you will not be drafted to fight if you are in the stable. If you are in the stable, if you have characters in the stable and you want them to fight, use the Bang T All command right there. Or you can log into zornsdungeon.com to have greater individual ways of managing your characters. But if you hit Bang T All, thank you very much, Corey. Corey comes in with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. You've got iron coins waiting for you on zornsdungeon.com. Thank you. Bang T All, like for instance, when I hit Bang T All, let's see. All 7 of my stable characters march to the tavern. It tells me all of my characters right there. You can go the other way by going Bang S All. That will stable your characters. You go Bang S All, and you move the character to stable. Only characters in the tavern are eligible to fight. Only characters in the tavern are eligible to fight. You can move them back. You can move them back to the stable, but remember, only level 1 characters can move back to the stable. If you have level 0 characters, the system will enforce that level 0 characters must stay in the tavern. Corey says for a shot for Kilbo, let's do it. I mean, I think it's important. Kilbo, let's go over here to the graveyard. We've got the graveyard over here. Right here. A drunken Kilbo Haggins. I mean, I feel terrible. Final XP -10 fell on 8/3/2006. I mean, here's to you, Kilbo Haggins. I mean, here's to Kilbo Haggins. That is a major loss. Yes, and as Brent is just showing you can also hit Bang Char, and that will bring up all of your characters. The first letter tells you where your character is located, then your character's dog tag, and then the level, and then what class it is. So, for instance, IRZA3 means Brent has a character who is in the infirmary, who is dog tag RZA3, A3, who is a level 1 mage. So there we go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, two Kilbo. That was rough. I'm gonna need more beer because Kilbo has died. We have 3 more fights tonight. Let's go back to the tavern. So the tavern. Okay. So we have present and fought now. So we have 11 people who are present, and present is defined as being having said something in the chat within the last 35 minutes. So we have 11 people. How many people do we have watching? Let me see. We have 14 likes on the stream right now. We have 32 people watching. But we only have 14 likes. If you are watching and you have not played, hit bang spawn, !spawn, and that will create a character. Look up at the top there. Bang, that's !spawn, bang spawn. Make yourself a character, and you will be able to get on the next fight. If you have not fought before, you have priority, and you will get into the cage. So if you are watching, hit bang spawn and get in on the cage. But even if you don't want to do that, you should definitely hit the like button, because if you hit the like button and we get to 25 likes, then the fairy will come over to the tavern and bless everyone with 1 temporary hit point. And as you just saw in the Bloodcage, everybody needs hit every hit point that they can possibly get. So if you hit the like button, that's going to help us get to 25 likes. We'll give the blessing of the fairy and give everyone 1 temporary hit point. So everyone who's watching, please hit the like button. And hey, hit !spawn. Hit bang spawn and create a character. You named your paladin Skarmasax? Okay. Okay, so right now, Corey, we got 3 more fights tonight. Corey, a shabby porter, is VIP. Okay, Brianna, an ostracized corsair, is VIP. Then we have people who are present who have already fought 1 time. Proudstar, Skarmasax, the famished cultist is in. Dave, Sable Phoenix, Courtney, Mrs. Dave, Brent, SKD, Made of Meat. This circle right here that is next to everybody, I need to increase the size of that. But that means that Dave is a member who has not used his priority yet. Hey, channel members get to have more characters who are alive. Everybody can have 2 characters who are alive. But if you would like more than that, become a channel member, and you also get priority to play over other people. Let's see. So it looks like Corey, Brianna Reynolds. All right. I think we're ready to go. We got people who are not here. I think this draft is working pretty well. We are prioritizing people who are here, and that seems to be working pretty well. All right, you ready? I need more music though. Sorry, Maxis says, let's go. All right, I think it's time to go. All right, everybody. Oh, Sable Phoenix came in with a faded dwarf armorer's apprentice. Okay. All right, let's go. Holding cell. All right. The holding cell. Once again, draft priority, super VIPs. Those are game master designated only. If I have like a guest on the show or something like that, or if there's something that I need to correct, I can declare a super VIP to get somebody in. We don't have any of those right now. VIPs, then new to the cage. If you have not fought before, you will be drafted. Then present but not yet fought, and then everybody who has fought before in order with the number that they have fought. I'm really digging this new algorithm for drafting. I think it's fair. I mean, let me know. That's an important element of this, but I'm feeling like it's fair. Okay, draft party. Here we go. Corey, a shabby porter. You are in level 1 porter. Now that's porter, by the way, porter as in the priest who guards the door, not porter as in somebody who carries things. That is why the porters will become clerics. So porter as in the priest who guards the door. So that's a low-level cleric kind of activity that you are the one who guards the door. So a shabby porter, that is a cleric level. Brianna Reynolds, an ostracized corsair. You are in. We are now taking super chats to buff your characters for 1 minute and 52 seconds. Brianna Reynolds, an ostracized corsair. You are in. That's a rare character. We don't see too many corsairs. So a corsair right there. You thought that was pre-bellhop. Okay, then Sable Phoenix has a faded dwarf armor's apprentice in. Then Brent, no quarter. Oh, I like that name right there. Brent has no quarter right there, a level 1 cleric who happens to be starborn in the top 2% of all ability scores that you can possibly roll. No quarter right there. Hey, Brad, welcome, Brad. Brent has no quarter in, who happens to have been a VIP. VIPs are rare. VIP July 8th, 2026. So no quarter Brent is in. We're going to be looking for this. We got I see we have another MVP right down here. Dave Louie has a level 1 mage who is ill-starred, bottom 12% of ability scores. Sarah Maxis has an unfamished cultist in, 49% chance of survival. But SKD Fish put Stephen the Bearded. Stephen the Bearded is also an MVP. We have 2 MVPs in here. And like I said, those are rare. Like, you don't see those awarded very often. So Brent, no quarter, has 2 blood drops. SKD Fish has 3. And also fell-handed. I'm not completely up to date on, but nonetheless, 2 MVPs. That is huge. Courtney has Dorley Borskets is in, who has been through the Bloodcage 3 times. Made of Meat, Barian the Frostweaver. Love that name. A level 1 elf. Then Proud Star has an unrefined blacksmith's apprentice in, who happens to have great odds of getting out, 82%, level 0 blacksmith's apprentice, but well-starred, top 12% of all ability scores. Mrs. Dave Loot. I love this name too. You guys are excellent at this. Mrs. Dave No F's has Loot Skywalker in, a level 1 thief. Okay. Loot Skywalker, a level 1 thief. And then Alexis Sandry, a cracked sexton, is in right here. Okay. Oh, again, 6 to 6. We have 6 level 1 characters, and we have 6 level 1 characters, and we have 6 level 0 characters. 56 total hit points, average XP 5. Okay. All right. So that's where we are. I think, do we only have, so the only person that has great odds when the odds master came back, we don't have poor odds. The only character we have great odds is Proud Star's an unrefined blacksmith's apprentice. Okay. All right. So I think it's time to fight. Let's go to the Bloodcage. To the Bloodcage. Maya's coming. I told when I was playing Mansions of Madness with my nephews last Monday, I told them about Maya, and they just thought that was hilarious. They thought that was the funniest thing in the world. All right, combat commands. All right, AOA. If you're new here, you go AOA, you go all out attack. That will increase your attack power, but will reduce your defense, and your shields become useless. You go AOD, all out defense. That will sacrifice your movement and attacks, but will give you additional defense. You go bang hold, that's hold the line. Characters will not move, but will attack monsters within range. If no attack is made and the character is later attacked, that character will be treated as if they had been on an AOD. Bang run is retreat. That is run for your life. But I mentioned this. Well, I mentioned this. My internet dropped. The screen says that bang hold is treated. Yes, it is treated. No, it is no. Bang hold is treated as an AOD for defense if you do not attack. Right. Character will not move. So on a bang hold, characters will not move, but will attack a monster in range. On AOD, you will not attack, even if a monster is within range. So if you are going on bang hold, you will attack monsters in range. But if you do not have a monster in range, and then later a monster moves up to you, you will be treated as if you were on AOD. Okay. All right. I think that's an important strategic decision or, choice. I think it is. If it's not, let me know. But I think that's an important strategic choice. AOD, the goblin can be up in your face and you will not attack it. Hold, bang, hold, you will. Bang, run, retreat. Run for your life, get out of there. And then bang, fight, returns your character to its auto mode. Remember, you do not have to give an order to your character in order to have it fight. It will fight in its automated way. It will fight in its automated way regardless. But if you want something extra, you want to do something different, then you can go AOD, AOA, bang hold, bang run. But if you want to cancel any of that, then you go to bang fight. Remember, you can put as many orders in as you want. The character will execute the last order that has arrived, or execute the last order that arrived. Yeah. And it will not execute the order until you have your turn. All right, let's open the cage. $14 monsters, 2 white apes. Brent, no quarter, front row. Alex Sandry, cracked sexton, front row. SKD Fish, Stephen the Bearded, front row. Proud Star, an unrefined blacksmith's apprentice, front row. And yes, characters are now accepting orders. Now that they have been brought in, they are now accepting orders. You can issue orders to your character, but be aware they will not actually take that order until their first turn. But if you want them to take an order when they take their first turn, put it in. Courtney, Dorley Borskets, second row. Sable Phoenix, a faded dwarf armor's apprentice, second row. Lots of fighters. Brianna Reynolds, an ostracized corsair, second row. Mrs. Dave, Loot Skywalker, second row. Maid of Meat, Varian the Frostweaver, third row. Corey, a shabby porter, third row. Dave, Louie, third row. Sarah Maxis, a famished cultist, third row. All right, let's see what happens. No quarter goes first. No quarter goes first. In keeping with his name, coming up to Goblin Runt, 6 points of damage, a major piercing wound. No quarter comes up and drops that goblin right away. Stephen the Bearded accepts an AOD order, staying close. Cave Imp number 3 comes into no quarter. 1 stamina point lost, no wound right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Got it. Gremlin targets no quarter, trying to get there. Can't do it. Comes up from behind but cannot attack. Okay, White Ape goes up to no quarter. This is Brent. No quarter takes 2 damage, 1 turned aside from stamina, 1 taken as injury. Okay, AOA order from the back. Nothing going on, though. Cave Imp number 2 comes in on no quarters flank, 1 point of damage, a minor slashing wound. Goblin also looking at no quarter. This is Brent coming in on his flank. Goblin comes in on his flank. Angles shield, impact, fracture spreads, 1 of 2 durability. There is splinters across the Bloodcage, but the shield is still up. Loot Skywalker comes into Goblin to Cave Imp number 2. Critical hit, 11 points of damage. Loot Skywalker brings down Cave Imp number 2. Cracked Sexton blesses a Loot Skywalker, gains 1 temporary HP. Goblin targets Loot Skywalker, coming down, gets through it, forces the blow off, no wound, 1 stamina point spent. Ostracized Corsair goes AOD. Corsair goes AOD. Slimeling now moves toward Loot Skywalker. Coming in on Loot Skywalker's flank, 1 temporary hit point spent, nothing else. White Ape now targets Loot Skywalker. Probably going to throw. Going to a boulder. Yes, White Ape comes in on the flank. 4 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Loot Skywalker hits the ground hard, unconscious but not dead. Goblin targets no quarter. Goblin comes in with a crude spear, 1 point of damage. No quarter goes to 3 of 6 health points remaining. Barry the Frostweaver accepts an AOA. Barry the Frostweaver is going AOA from the back and can target someone. Targeting an ape with a critical strike, 8 points of damage. Nice job, 8 points of damage. White Ape falls with a final thud. Cave Imp now goes still up to no quarter. No, goes to Stephen the Bearded instead. Deflected. Stephen the Bearded catches the strike clean. His shield does the work. 0 damage taken. Goblin now targets an unrefined blacksmith's apprentice. Comes up. 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Oh, Goblin number 3 has put down Proudstar's blacksmith's apprentice. I am sorry, Proudstar. That one dropped. I'm sorry. Bang spawn again. Famished Cultist is moving toward a White Ape. Is he going to be able to get there? No, goes to Goblin instead. Casting poison spray at the Goblin. 3 points of damage. That is enough to drop Goblin number 3. Baited Dwarf Armor's assistant. This is Sable Phoenix moving toward Goblin number 5. Goblin takes 3 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Goblin lets out a final snarl and falls. Nice job, Sable Phoenix, with the dwarf this time. Goblin targets a famished cultist coming up toward Saramaxis. Only 1 point of damage with his crude spear into the famished cultist. Zorn is readying the archers right here. 10 PCs to 9 monsters. Dorley Borskets accepts a hold order. Dorley stays. AOA from Corey. Corey's looking at an AOA, looking at White Ape, but don't think he's going to be able to get to White Ape. Going to be intercepted instead by this Slimeling right here. Slimeling reels for 5 points of damage, a major bludgeoning wound. Gremlin, now, way from the back, looking at the shabby porter, who is under an AOA, but can he attack? I don't know if he can or not. No. Saved, because the AOA would have no defenses. Round number 2. Cracked Sexton. This is Alexis Sandry. Comes in 3 points of damage to the cave-in. Moderate bludgeoning wound right there. Arrow Storm. 5 arrows. Zorn is sending 5 arrows from his goblin archers atop the Bloodcage, sending them in. Brent takes, no quarter takes 1 point of damage. Dorley Borskets takes 1 point of damage. Cracked Sexton takes 2 points of damage. Ostracized Corsair takes 3 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. Famished Cultist. Oh, my, that didn't sound good. Famished Cultist crumples to the cage floor and drops. I am sorry, Maxis. You have dropped. Bang spawn again. Bang spawn again. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis. Goblins are standing by the crank. We are 9 PCs to 7 monsters. Goblin now coming into no quarters flank. Coming in, known quarters wooden shield buckles and splits. Nothing left to hide behind. No shield left. Known quarter goes into this goblin right here. Brent says, let's cut this goblin open with a short spear. Down to -4 hit points. Goblin number 2 dies. An ostracized Corsair goes fight. Trying to get this goblin, can do it. Ostracized Corsair comes in on the goblin's flank. 4 points of damage. Nice job, Brianna. Goes with a hand axe into goblin number 6. Faded Dwarf Armor goes fight. Accepts a fight order. Looking at that White Ape, but intercepted into Gremlin number 1. Gremlin is pummeled for 7 points of damage. A tremendous piercing wound that drops the guard. What, you have to bang spawn when the game is over? I don't think so. There is a cooldown on the bang spawn. Gremlin comes in on no quarters flank. 2 points of damage. Oh, no! No quarter is gone. No quarter is gone. F in the chat. Major F in the chat. We have lost an MVP. We have lost no quarter, been through 2 blood cages, and been one of our VIPs on July 8th. Fell-handed number 2 and a Starborn character. No quarter has dropped. No quarter is dead. We are losing some significant characters here tonight. Portcullis, Ratkin Gorestrider with Ratkin Gorechild coming in behind us, and we have people on AOA. Oh my God, we have people back there on AOA. But Ratkin Gorestrider goes toward Dorley. Shield meets the blow. The groan of the shield cracks. 1 of 2 durability remaining. Oh my God, Ratkin Gorechild comes into Barian Frostweaver. A 2-point minor slashing wound. That could have been much worse right there. Dorley Borskets targets Ratkin Gorestrider coming in, punctured for 8 points of damage, a tremendous piercing wound with the arming sword. That does take out Ratkin Gorestrider. No, I do not. Critical hit. Faded Dwarf Armor's Apprentice takes 4 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 3 taken as injury. No, I do not. I'll talk about this later. I'll just start. Goblin targets Stephen the Bearded. Goblin comes in, evaded. Stephen the Bearded evades the goblin's attack. Evades the goblin's attack, and 0 damage and nothing spent. Shabby Porter now moving toward White Ape. Shabby Porter comes in on Goblin's flank. 5 points of damage, a major bludgeoning wound. That drops Goblin number 4. Blood pools beneath.
8 PCs to 4 monsters. PCs still doing well. Bjorn goes to the fight order into Ratkin Gorechild. Ratkin Gorechild takes 2 points of damage, a minor slashing wound. White Ape targets an ostracized Corsair. Coming in, deflected. An ostracized Corsair sets her shield and rides it out. A perfect block. Then coming into the dwarf, critical, expert precision. 12 points of damage to the fated dwarf armorer's apprentice. A catastrophic bludgeoning wound caves in his skull. Sable Phoenix's fated dwarf armorer's apprentice is dead. Whoa. That was a massive strike from the ape. Round 3. Cave Imp targets Shabby Porter. Comes in, takes 3 points of damage, down to 1 from the Cave Imp. Cracked Sexton. This is Alex Sandry coming into Gremlin. Get him. Yes. Gremlin takes 3 points of damage, a moderate poison wound, moderate bludgeoning wound. Death claims the Gremlin. 7 PCs to 3 monsters. Barry and the Frostweaver, a devastating strike. 14 points of damage. A catastrophic slashing wound that cleaves the meat. Light fades from the Ratkin Gorechild's eyes. Dorley Borskitz accepts a fight order. Stephen Bearded accepts an AOA. Brianna accepts an AOA. What's going on here? Yes, Brianna now comes in. 4 points of damage to White Ape, a moderate slashing wound. Shabby Porter targets Cave Imp. Cave Imp staggers under 6 points of damage, a major bludgeoning wound. The Shabby Porter, this is Corey with his club, deals tremendous damage to the Cave Imp and becomes fell-handed. 3 kills in a row. White Ape, oh no, White Ape comes into Brianna. 4 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. And then into Alex Sandry, 5 points of damage, a major bludgeoning wound. Oh, and that kills the Cracked Sexton. The Cracked Sexton is dead. Round 4. Only 1 monster up. We got to bring down this White Ape. Probably an easy thing to do as long as the White Ape doesn't come first. Corsair, this is Brianna coming into the White Ape. 5 points of damage to the White Ape, a major slashing wound. I believe that dropped it and did it. $11 XP to all survivors, and all who fell get 5. Nice work right there. Let's turn the winch. And let's deploy the Goblin Medics. We have 2 more fights tonight. Everybody. Goblin Medics 10 to wound. Nothing going on. Nothing going on there. Oh, well, that wasn't a lot. Who gets promoted? Who's still alive? Okay, Corey, your Shabby Porter goes to level 1. An ostracized Corsair, Brianna, goes to level 1 and gets all of the health points back. No, not too much there. Not too much. Let's sort and dismiss. Corey is bringing in Hector the Deflector. Hector the Deflector is coming in. All right. What does a Corsair turn into? Did we just see that? I'm not sure. The Infirmary. We have 28 characters healing in the Infirmary. If you have made it through, you're in the stable. Remember, you can hit bang T space all to return your character to the tavern from the stable. Remember, if you are in the stable, you will not fight. If you are in the stable, you will not fight. You have to be in the tavern to fight. So bang T space all to return your characters from the stable to the tavern. Or if you want finer grained control over that, go to zornsdungeon.com and you can manage all of your characters, and you will also be gifted enough iron coins to do a VIP if you want your character in. All right, let's see. Okay, so Hector the Deflector. So who's going on in the tavern here? The Last Resort Tavern. Corey, a rare and well-starred character. 1 in 354 spawns. Top 12% of ability scores. Hector the Deflector is here. Going in as a VIP. Present, but fought 0 times. Brad is here, as well as John. So Brad and John will fight. Welcome. And then we have people who have fought 2 times. 10, so 12. Okay, so everybody won't make it in because we got 12. But that means everybody will cycle. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. Let's go over here to the fairy's gift, right? We got 2 more fights tonight, right? We got 2 more fights tonight. Let's go over to the fairy's gift. Who gets a gift from the fairy tonight? Let's see. The fairy says, "Hero of the cage, you bled for Zorn in his cruel game, and though you did not break, your gear did. Here, take this. I found it for you. It might have the blood of one less fortunate still on it, but it was all I could find. Use it well to become the hero I know you can be." Robert, Rayward City Guard, Rickety Helm. Bongaroo, Courtney, an old buckler. Ronnie Rampage, Wolf-Chewed Buckler. Reginald Ironside, Sable Phoenix, a damaged helm. All right, that is the gift of the fairy tonight. There we go. We do have 18 of 25. How many people are watching right now? We have 42 people watching right now. We have 42 people watching right now, but we only have 18 likes. We have 42 people watching, but only 18 likes. If you want to help us, well, if you want to play and you're new here, hit exclamation point spawn, bang spawn. It's up there in the top banner. Bang spawn, create a character, and you'll be one of the first ones to play. If you are if it's the first time you've ever played, you'll have priority, and you'll get into the Bloodcage. So please do hit bang spawn. But even if you don't want to play, then please hit the like button, because as you can see from the lethality of the Bloodcage, you need to hit like, because everyone needs every hit point they can possibly get. And if we get to 25 likes tonight, then we will have then the fairy will come in and give everyone 1 temporary hit point. Okay. All right, so please come in. Wait, what is this? Fat cat. Fat cat of all time. Fat cat of all time says, "Hey, you're an awesome guy. May Ahura Mazda bless you and keep you safe from evil Davos such as Biocate, Bill Clinton, and JMG." I'm not sure what all that means. I'm really not sure what all that means. But thank you very much all the same. You have received a flagellant that has come in. Okay, so there we go. You have a flagellant and you're going to fight tonight. So thank you very much. I am not sure what all that means. But yes, thank you. Thank you very much. You are in. Thank you. I appreciate I don't know what all that means, but I do appreciate the reference to Ahura Mazda. I understand the reference to Ahura Mazda, and I appreciate that that reference. So we'll go with that. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, hit bang spawn, fat cat. hit bang spawn and create a character. All right, so here we go. All right, are we ready to go? I think we are. Let me see. Let me refill my beer here. How many more blood cages do we have? I don't know what JMG is either. I have no idea what that means. Please do it the stream a like. So we were 18 of 25 likes. 18 of 25 likes. All right, so let's fight. This is number 3. We're going into number 3. We have 2 more fights tonight. Number 3 and number 4. We have 2 more fights tonight. Hey, hit bang spawn. Super VIPs first, which are game master designated. We don't have any of those. VIPs. Then anyone who is new to the cage, you will fight next. Then anyone who is present and not fought. And present is defined as you have spoken in the chat within the last 35 minutes. That's what present means. If you've spoken in the chat within 35 minutes, and if you have fought before, you'll be slid back. So everybody who has fought, 2 times will be behind everyone who has fought 1 time. Okay. All right. I think it's the fairest way to do it. Hey, Paper Sneaker. Oh, Paper Sneaker's back. Welcome. Okay, Paper Sneaker's back. So I bet Paper Sneaker just came up to, let's see. I don't know if that just popped up. How long it will take for Paper Sneaker to pop up. But Paper Sneaker, come on. Make sure you have characters in the tavern, Paper Sneaker. I'm not sure if your characters... Hit Bang Char. Find out. All right, let's draft the party. Here we go. All right, Corey. Hector the Deflector is in. Hector the Deflector, a rare and well-starred paladin. Rare, 1 in 354 spawns, and well-starred. Top 12% of all ability scores right there. Fat Cat of all time, a mud-splattered flagellant. You are in with +2 temporary HP, as is Hector the Deflector, +2 temporary HP. John, a runaway friar. You are in. Paper Sneaker, a pockmarked herbalist. You are in. So Paper Sneaker did make it in. Brad Henry, Chicken Little. You are in. Level 1 mage. Dave Stiffy, level 1 gnome. You are in. Brent Agragorn, level 1 ranger. You are in. Courtney Cheddar Bay Biscuits. We got Borskits, we got biscuits, we got all these things. So Courtney's Cheddar Bay Biscuits, 2 blood drops. Well, Agragorn also has 2 blood drops over here. Cheddar Bay Biscuits, rare and well-starred. Okay, rare and well-starred. A Blinking Bandit, that's Saramaxis is in. Sable Phoenix, a guarded smuggler. You are in. Dave just buffed Stiffy. Let's see. Stiffy got +2 temporary hit points. SKD Fish, Stephen the Bearded is in, who happens to be a VIP. So we've got a VIP in this as well, with 1, 2, 3, 4 blood drops. Mrs. Dave Buddy the Elf is also in. Mrs. Dave just went in for 199. Buddy the Elf for +2 temporary hit points. Okay. So what are we looking like here? We are overloaded on level 1 characters. I've got to make more level 1 content. We're going to be doing that. I'm still working on that. But we got 5 level 0s in this cage, 7 level 1s for an average of level 0.6, total HP of 59, average HP of 5. I mean, that's not too overwhelming. 59 total HP, average HP of 5. Henry, Chicken Little, has poor odds of getting out of here, 27% chance. Stiffy has a 74% chance of getting out. Blinking Bandit, 71% chance. SKD Fish, Stephen the Bearded, 83% chance. A guarded smuggler, 74% chance. All right, let's go. I think it's time to go. Let's go to the Bloodcage. All right, so AOA, all out attack. Bang AOD, all out defense. Bang hold the line. Bang run, retreat, and bang fight. Return to your algorithmic fighting. You know, which is what you're doing anyway. You do not have to give any orders to your character in this. You do not have to give any orders to your characters. They will fight and defend themselves as they fight. But if you prefer them to be on bang AOA or bang AOD or bang hold, then you can do that. Or bang run. You can do that. The character will respond to the last order that you give, and they will only respond to an order at the top of their turn. All right. Let's go in. The winch room. Oh, no, excuse me. Not the winch room. What am I thinking? Let's go into open the cage. We are now accepting orders. Now that the cage is open, we are now accepting orders because the fighters have entered the cage. We have 16 monsters, and 3 white apes. 16 monsters, 3 white apes. You can go ahead and enter your orders, but be aware they will not actually be registered until the character is until the character's turn. Okay, front line, SKD Fish, Stephen the Bearded, front line. Corey, Hector the Deflector, front line. Courtney, Cheddar Bay Biscuits, front line. Brent, Agragorn, front line. Let's see, second line, Mrs. Dave, Buddy the Elf. Sarah Maxis, a Blinking Bandit. Then Sable Phoenix, a Guarded Smuggler. Then John, a Runaway Friar. Then Fat Cat of All Time, a mud-splattered flagellant. Then Dave, Stiffy, third line. Brad, Chicken Little, third line. Paper Sneaker, a pockmarked herbalist, third line. So that is how we are looking at this. 12 PCs, 16 monsters, 3 white apes. Let's start the fight. Buddy the Elf targets the Goblin. Buddy the Elf has decided, I want the Goblin. Going to shoot Ray of Frost into Goblin. Goblin is numbed by 2 points of damage, a minor cold wound, and is chilled. And Buddy the Elf backs up. Okay, White Ape looking at Hector the Deflector. Coming up. Going to throw? Yes. Boulder comes into Hector the Deflector, takes 3 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. From the boulder. Stephen the Bearded, AOD. Stephen the Bearded goes AOD. Okay. Cave Imp moves towards Stephen the Bearded, comes in, deflected. Stephen the Bearded, SKD Fish, deflects the Cave Imp's attack. Okay, Goblin targets Hector the Deflector, comes into Cheddar Bay Biscuits instead. This is Courtney. Cheddar Bay Biscuits takes 2 damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury. Goblin targets Agragorn into Brent, suffers 1 point of damage, a minor piercing wound. Cheddar Bay Biscuits accepts a hold order. Targets the Goblin, closes with the Goblin, 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Goblin, now, who is this? Looking at Hector the Deflector, going into Corey. Yes, comes in. Hector the Deflector's wooden shield buckles and splits. Nothing left to hide behind. Uh-oh. What can Hector the Deflector do when he has no shield? Mud-splattered flagellant goes into Blinking Bandit, bracing him against death. Thank you, Fat Cat of All Time. I'm gonna have to look at that in just a moment. Thank you, Fat Cat. Blinking Bandit brought in Goblin number 1. Runaway Friar goes into Agragorn and braces him against death. Guarded Smuggler, this is Sable Phoenix, targets Goblin. A Guarded Smuggler comes into Goblin number 3, 2 points of damage. Goblin number 3 is still up. White Ape moving in, throwing a boulder at Fat Cat of all time. Flagellant takes 5 points of damage, 3 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. That was massive damage from the White Ape's boulder. Cave Imp targets Blinking Bandit into Fat Cat of all time. Takes a moderate slashing wound of 3 points of damage. Oh, and mud-splattered Flagellant Fat Cat of all time. I am sorry. I am sorry. You have dropped right there. I am very sorry. Goblin Runt comes in toward Hector the Deflector into Saramaxis. Goblin Runt comes in, takes 3 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury. We have 11 PCs to 14 monsters. Oh, we are being outnumbered. 11 PCs to 14 monsters. Stiffy looking at Cave Imp. Stiffy comes in, casts Poison Spray, 2 points of damage to the Cave Imp. That does kill the Cave Imp. The Cave Imp's lungs collapse, and the Cave Imp falls. Aggregon, this is Brent, looking at this goblin right here. Aggregon is rocked by 6 points, or Goblin is rocked by 6 points of damage, drops him to -5. Very nice hit, Aggregon. 11 PCs to 12 monsters now. White Ape targets a Blinking Bandit. White Ape moves in, looking at Saramaxis, throws a boulder into Saramaxis. A Blinking Bandit is slammed for 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. The Blinking Bandit has dropped, but he is still alive. He is unconscious, but he has cheated death at the moment. Can we get him out? We're going to have to find out if we can get him out. 10 PCs to 12 monsters. Pockmarked Herbalist. This is Paper Sneakers coming in on Slimeling. Pockmarked Herbalist casts Poison Spray on the Slimeling. Slimeling reels from 3 points of damage, a moderate poison wound. The Slimelings. Does the Slimeling have legs? It doesn't matter. It's over for the Slimeling. Chicken Little accepts an AOA. Chicken Little's going AOA. Chicken Little is going AOA. Targeting a White Ape, going to cast with a Firebolt, going all in with this Firebolt against White Ape. 6 points of damage, a major fire wound. All right, Slimeling now targets Agrigorn. Okay, coming up to Brent. Coming in, 3 points of damage to Agrigorn. Moderate bludgeoning wound. Minor bludgeoning wound. Okay, the archers. Zorn is still looking at the archers above the hill, above on the walls. Ratkin Mongrel, comes in long way away, snapping into Agrigorn. 3 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Oh, but Brent, Agrigorn saves. The death save is made. You are unconscious. 9 PCs. Cave Imp coming up to Cheddar Bay Biscuits. 1 point of damage. Zorn holds. Zorn holds. The archers stand down. Zorn is not sending archers, sending a flight of arrows into the cage tonight, or at least this time. 9 PCs to 11. Gremlin number 2 coming in to Stephen the Bearded, deflected. Nice job, Stephen the Bearded. We needed exactly that from you to take the action point from the goblin. Nice job. Gremlin targeting the smuggler right here. Gremlin is coming up. 2 points of damage, a minor slashing wound into Sable Phoenix's, or the bandit right there. Hector the Deflector goes to fight, going into Cave Imp. Hector the Deflector attacks this Cave Imp for 3 points of damage. We needed that. We did not need him to stay AOA. Nice job. Hector the Deflector takes out Cave Imp number 3. 9 PCs to 10 monsters. Ratkin Mongrel looking at Cheddar Bay Biscuits. This is Courtney trying to find some way to get there. Don't know if we'll be able to do that. Retargeting Pockmarked Herbalist. Don't know if you can be able to get there. Okay, so nothing to go right there. Round 2. This is only round 2. Hector the Deflector goes up to a Gremlin, retargets Goblin Runt. 5 points of damage to the Goblin Runt. Hector the Deflector takes down Goblin Runt easily. Ratkin Mongrel targets Hector the Deflector. Ratkin Mongrel snapping its jaws at Hector the Deflector. 2 points of damage, a minor piercing wound that takes its toll. Zorn signals to ready the portcullis, and goblins are standing by the crank. What's going to come through? We are now 9-9. 9-9. Gremlin targets Stephen the Bearded. Gremlin comes in, deflected. Nice job. Nice job, Stephen. Epic defense 3 in a row. Nice job. Cave Imp targets Guarded Smuggler. Cave Imp comes on Guarded Smuggler's flank. Sable Phoenix. Guarded Smuggler takes 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound, and drops. Guarded Smuggler drops and is dead. I am sorry about that, Sable Phoenix. White Ape. It's White Ape now looking at who? Cheddar Bay Biscuits. This is Courtney coming in, driving a fist at Cheddar Bay Biscuits. 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. Coming again, hit for another 1 point of damage. Oh, that could have been much worse. Down to 5 of 9. Cheddar Bay Biscuits is on the hold order. Accepts an AOD order. Cheddar Bay Biscuits goes AOD. White Ape targets the pockmarked Herbalist. Okay, pockmarked Herbalist reels from 1 point of damage down to 1 of 2. Paper Sneakers. Courtney, Cheddar Bay Biscuits comes in. 3 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Cheddar Bay Biscuits down to 2 of 9. Cheddar Bay, let's see, Ratkin Mongrel. What's going on? Ratkin Mongrel looking at pockmarked Herbalist. This is John snapping his jaws at 2 points of damage, a minor piercing wound. Chicken Little, Brad, targeting the White Ape. Can you get, oh yes, because you got a spell coming in. 7 points of damage, that is plenty. Chicken Little hits the White Ape number 1 for 7 points of damage with the, Zorn stays his hand, the firebolt that is. But Zorn stays his hand. Zorn wants to see what's happening. It is 8-8 right here. It is Stiffy looking at this goblin over here. Stiffy casts poison spray. 1 point of damage. The goblin lets out a final snarl and falls. 1 point of damage is all it takes to knock out a goblin. A gremlin. And Stiffy backs up. 8 PCs to 7 monsters. Gremlin now looking at the pockmarked Herbalist of Paper Sneakers coming in on the flank. 3 points of damage, a moderate slashing wound. Oh no, I am sorry, Paper Sneakers. The pockmarked Herbalist folds on the wound and is gone. I'm sorry, Paper Sneakers, you died to a gremlin. I am sorry, right there. Slimeling moves toward Runaway Friar. John takes 1 point of damage. We are now 7-7. We are still 7-7. Runaway Friar targets Ratkin Mongrel, sweeping his staff at the mongrel. 3 points of damage. Nice job, Runaway Friar John. You took out Ratkin Mongrel with your staff. Buddy the Elf looking at the White Ape. Buddy the Elf looking at White Ape. 3 points of damage, a moderate cold wound. White Ape is chilled and his movement is cut. But he's still really close to us. White Ape. Hector the Deflector comes in. White Ape coming in to Hector the Deflector. Let's see. Oh, a few points of damage. 3 points of damage. Then comes again into Hector the Deflector. Critical hit. Oh my God. Hector the Deflector suffers 9 points of damage. A grievous bludgeoning wound. Hector the Deflector is dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hector the Deflector is dead. Hector the Deflector, a rare and well-starred level 1 paladin. Oh my God. This has been quite a night. This has been just devastating night. Hector the Deflector, level 1 paladin, well-starred, rare, is dead. Yes, F in the chat for Hector. Oh my God, Hector is dead. 6 PCs to 6 monsters. That was tonight. I don't even know how to respond tonight. Cave Imp targets Stephen the Bearded. Cave Imp coming in, deflected. Nice job, SKD Fish. Stephen the Bearded is untouchable. 4 in a row. Stephen the Bearded is becoming one of our new heroes here. Runaway Friar, this is John coming into Slimeling. Runaway Friar absorbs, the Slimeling takes 3 points of damage. Runaway Friar with his staff cuts down Slimeling number 2. Gremlin now targets Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Gremlin coming in. 1 point of damage, a minor slashing wound. Only 1 of 9. Only 1 of 9. Our heroes are being cut down. Stiffy targets White Ape. Please take this White Ape down. Underdog Stiffy coming in. 6 points of damage. Oh, with a staff. Nice job, Stiffy. Nice job. Stiffy comes up to White Ape number 2. The White Ape hits the stone and does not rise. Nice, nice. 6 PCs to 4 monsters. Buddy the Elf targets the White Ape. Mrs. Dave shooting Ray of Frost over at White Ape number 3. White Ape reels from 4 points of damage, a moderate cold wound, knocked off balance. His flank remains open. White Ape is chilled and his movement is cut. Cheddar Bay Biscuits looking at White Ape, but aren't you under an AOD order? Yeah, you're under an AOD order. White Ape now comes up to Buddy the Elf. Buddy the Elf takes 3 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, and then also comes up on Stephen the Bearded. Stephen the Bearded is hit from behind. That is never good. Stephen the Bearded takes 4 damage, 1 turned aside, 3 taken as injury. Ratkin Mongrel looking at Stiffy. Ratkin Mongrel coming down to Stiffy. The strike goes on to the temporary hit points only, and there's no damage. 6 PCs to 4 monsters. 6 PCs to 4 monster. Chicken Little. This is Brad. Chicken Little going up to White Ape into the flank of the White Ape. Please do something. White Ape flares for 4 points of damage, burning ape flesh and ape hair. Thank you. Thank you, Brad. Chicken Little took down that ape. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going on to round 4. Runaway Friar goes resistance around Cheddar Bay Biscuits, bracing him against death. 6 PCs to 3 monsters. Cheddar Bay Biscuits now still on AOD. So Ratkin Mongrel lunges at Stiffy. 1 temporary hit point spent, no wound. Stephen the Bearded is on AOD. Cave Imp goes to Stephen the Bearded. Deflected. Okay, so the AOD works right there. All-out defense works. Buddy the Elf. Now, looking at Cave Imp coming down. Buddy the Elf comes in, but Cave Imp bleeds for 1 point of damage, a minor slashing wound. 6 PCs to 3 monsters. Stiffy now looking at Ratkin Mongrel. Stiffy sweeps the staff. 7 points of damage. A tremendous bludgeoning wound. Tremendous bludgeoning wound. Stiffy with the staff crushes the skull of the Ratkin Mongrel. 6 PCs to 2 monsters. Gremlin comes into Cheddar Bay Biscuits with only 1 hit point. 1 point of damage, a minor slashing wound. Oh, Cheddar Bay Biscuits has passed the death save. May be able to get out. Chicken Little, this is Brad coming up to the Gremlin. Casting Firebolt, struck for 6 points of damage, a major fire wound. The Gremlin expires on the cold stone. Fell-handed. Chicken Little gets fell-handed. Round number 5. We keep going. Round number 5. Runaway Friar. Are you going to end this for us? Runaway Friar. This is John with a staff coming up to Cave Imp. Crush this Cave Imp. Cave Imp suffers 2 points of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. The Cave Imp staggers, and I believe that means the heroes have cleared this cage. John gets fell-handed. Nice job. Fell-handed. 5 PCs. Yes. Okay, victory. 5 souls walk out alive. 3 are hauled out unconscious. The crowd roars for the living. Okay, 5 walked out alive. And it's still pretty good. 5 to 8. 9 XP each. 8 survivors share 9 XP, or 8 survivors get 9 XP each. The 4 who fell will get 4. That was intense. That was intense, and there was quite a bit that was lost right there. Let's go to the winch room. Let me go over here. I do want to address super chats. Because Fat Cat of all time says, just because for 50, I believe this is 50 pounds. Thank you, Fat Cat. I couldn't address this in the middle of combat, but Fat Cat says, just because I think you're heckin' valid and sweet tearless, rise, O warriors of Ahura Mazda, and taketh back what was once ours and bring a world to a new age of Avestan glory. Well, I appreciate the reference to Ahura Mazda. I like that, but I'm not sure that I know all of the rest of the references. I am sorry. Avestan, I'm going to have to look that up later to see if that's something that I should know. But thank you very much, Fat Cat of all time. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And then also Corey, I believe, has gone in for WGF9. WGF9, yes. Shabby Porter, you were in. Got you. Got you, Corey. You were in. Thank you very much. Let's see. All right. Let's go. Where am I going? I'm in the winch room. That's where I am. I'm in the winch room. Let's deploy the goblin medics. Mrs. Dave, get some help right there. Goblin medics. Got some help right there. Brent. Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Got some help. A little help from the goblin medics. A little more help from the goblin. Good night, Fat Cat. Great to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. Goblin medics tend to wound, +1. And let's go to promotions. Linking Bandit. Sorry, Maxis. Level 1 Thief. You got it. Level 1 Thief. You are in. Harry's Blessing. Wounds wash away. Runaway Friar. Cleric. Level 1. John. You got it. And your wounds wash away. You are still up. All right. Sort and dismiss. So we have 28 characters in the infirmary. That means you are level 1 or above and you are wounded. If you are in the stable, remember, when you get through and you go to the stable, if you go from the tavern and you fight through the Bloodcage, then you will go to the stable. The stable is your safe space. You will not be drafted to fight in the stable, but you may want to be drafted to fight in the stable. So you may want to go !T, that's bang T, all. That command right there will move all of your characters over to the stable. That will make them eligible to be drafted and fight. So you can see I hit bang T all right there, and it tells me that all of my characters marched over to the tavern. You can go the other way with bang S all. We got one more fight tonight, and that will tell you that, hey, look, bang S all. That moves all of your characters back to the stable where they cannot be drafted right there. But remember, level 0 characters cannot leave the tavern. Their only way out is to fight. The level 0 characters cannot leave the tavern except to fight. So the system enforces that. If you hit bang S all of your characters, except for the level 0 characters, will move over. All right, let's go over to the tavern. Let's see what's going on here. We have 3 VIPs this time. Corey and Fat Cat, a frostbitten cutpurse, Proud Star, a dread-filled gnome apprentice, Sable Phoenix, Finavar, the foe burner is in. TSL Frontman is here. Okay, welcome, TSL Frontman. TSL Frontman hasn't fought tonight yet. Did we get to 25 likes? Did we get to 25 likes? I'm not showing it up here. Did we get to the 25 likes? Did we finally get to 25 likes? I'm going to give it a few more seconds. See what I register up here. TSL Frontman is here, so TSL Frontman will fight. Gore Baker, look at your character names. Gore Baker, Murder Face, Shiny Pickles, And then Paper Sneakers and Brad have fought once. Brianna and Made of Meat have fought twice. And then we've got some people who have fought 3 times. Let's see. I got 24. I have 24. Okay, yeah, I have 24. Is anybody watching who has not liked the stream yet? In order to get everybody in the tavern +1 temporary hit points, we need 1 more like. Is there anybody else there who is watching who has not liked the stream? Because we need to get to 25 likes. I'm going to hold this for just a few seconds. Oh, Courtney says I see 25. See, there's a little bit of shakiness in what the number is because it's different servers that YouTube is pinging this off of. YouTube, I was also told, will delete, like, you know, if it thinks it's a bot or something like that. So, you know, there are things that, like, okay, is it 25? Is it 26? Is it 24? I'm pulling from the I am pulling from the API's stream. You only see 4. Refresh. We refresh. You might have to refresh. Can we get to 25? How many people are watching? People are saying they're seeing 25. We got 38 people watching. We have 38 people watching. We only have 24 likes. We have 38 people watching. We only have 24 likes. We need 25 likes. Come on. Oh, Mrs. Dave is saying we see 26. Okay, let me refresh here. Oh, I got it. Okay, I refreshed the tavern and I got 25. I got 25 up here. Okay, so I think that YouTube is now confirming that we got 25. Okay, let's go to 25. Let's do the blessing of the tavern, blessing of the fairy before we go into the final fight of the night. That's as it should be. Final fight of the night. Here we go. There we go. Blessing of the fairy. Now, everybody who is in the tavern, all of the characters should get, yes, right over here, +1 temporary hit points. +1 temporary hit points. Exactly. +1 temporary hit points. And if you are in blue, that means that you have that. So that we got lots of people who are here. That's per character basis. Yes, lots of people. Sable Phoenix. Finavar the Foe Burner is also now fully buffed. Got you. Fully buffed. Thank you. Courtney. What is Courtney saying? Courtney says, oops, oh well. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. Well, one more battle tonight. One more battle tonight. Let's go. One more battle tonight. Let's go. Let's go into the holding cell. Who is being drafted? Okay. Fat Cat of All Time, a frostbitten cut purse. You are in. Corey, a shabby porter. You are in. Proud Star, a dread-filled gnome apprentice illusionist. You are in. Sable Phoenix, Finavar the Foe Burner. You are in. TSL Frontman, Gore Baker. Okay, a fighter who is well-starred, level 1. Brad Henry. Chicken Little's back? Chicken Little's back? Okay, Chicken Little's back. Paper Sneaker, a destitute antiquarian's assistant. You are in. Made of Meat, Sir Percival the Warm, a knight. You are in. Brianna Reynolds, a blundering town watchman, ill-starred. You are in. Dave No F's Bert, a gnome, uncommon. You are in. Courtney Humongous is in. Mrs. Dave Snuffy, you are in. Okay. All right. Sounds pretty good. We got 1 minute and 22 seconds left. We are still taking super chats. $2 per buff. The first buff is +2 temporary hit points. The second buff is +1 damage. Then the next buff is +2 saving throws. Let's see. So we have, oh man, is this the largest level 1 fight that we have ever seen ever? because we have 4 level 0 characters and we have 8 level 1 characters. That gives us an average level of 0.7. That might be the highest level cage that we have ever fought. That might be. Total HP 52. That's still not an incredible, you know, we see that kind of thing before, but still, we've got lots of level 1 characters here. Average HP 4. Does that mean that we don't have very many fighters in here? Not sure. 18 seconds left. Corey, a shabby porter, gets poor odds of surviving, 16%. TSL Frontman's Gore Baker gets a 27% chance of surviving. Maid of Meek, Sir Percival the Worm, gets a 28% chance of surviving. But Mrs. Dave Snuffy, that mage, gets an 88% chance of surviving. So, despite the fact that we are very heavy on level 1 characters, it appears that we have several different poor characters coming in. And we only have average HP. I don't know where Stray is. Stray needs to come back. Okay, so there we go. I think it's time to fight. Go Gore Breaker sounds cooked. We're going to see. All right, into the Bloodcage. Hey, listen, the odds maker doesn't count what you do. Like with the bang AOA and the bang AOD and the bang hold, the bang run, the bang fight, all of that, the odds maker can't account for that. So you can always increase the odds that your character is going to survive by playing him intelligently, him or her intelligently, during the game. So there we go. So bang AOA, all out attack, bang AOD, all out defense, bang hold the line, bang run, retreat, bang fight. You will fight as the character is intended, or will fight algorithmically. You do not have to give your character any type of order in order to fight. They will fight algorithmically according to their class and according to their AI. But if you want to override what they are doing with bang AOA for all out attack, all out defense, hold the line, retreat, you can do that. Okay. All right. And the order will be accepted the next time your character takes a turn. Okay. Open the cage. Let's go. 16 monsters. 16 monsters, only 1 white ape, though. 16 monsters, only 1 white ape. 16 monsters, 1 white ape. Brianna, Blundering Town Watchman, front line. Maid of Meat, Sir Percival the Worm, front line. TSL Frontman, Gore Breaker, front line. Sable Phoenix, Fenivar the Foe Burner, front line. Oh, we have an elf on the front line. Okay, Fat Cat, Frostbitten Cutpurse, second line. Corey, a Shabby Porter, second line. Proudstar, a Dread-Filled Gnome Apprentice, second line. Dave, Burt, second line. Brad, Chicken Little, third line. Paper Sneaker, Antiquarian's Assistant, third line. Courtney, Humongous, third line. Mrs. Dave, Snuffy, third line. Okay, that's where we go. That's where we are. That's where we're looking at. All right, here's to everybody. Orders you send in now will be recognized when the character takes their first time. We do have a lot of mages here. Not too many fighters. Let's start the fight. Here we go. Who's going first? Cave Imp. Cave Imp targets Sir Percival the Worm, going into Maid of Meat. Cave Imp deflected. Nice job, Sir Percival. Maid of Meat deflected right there. No damage. Nice job right there. Kobold Crawler looking at TSL Frontman. This is Gore Baker looking at throwing a dart into him in the flank. 2 damage, 1 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, minor piercing wound right there. Goblin targets Gore Baker. Goblin comes up into TSL Frontman's face, 3 points of damage, moderate piercing wound with his crude spear. Gremlin now looking at Blundering Town Watchman. This is Brianna coming in. Oh, 3 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 2 taken as injury, a minor slashing wound. Ratkin Mongrel. Ratkin Mongrel moves toward a blundering town watchman. This is Brianna. Oh, but cannot make an attack after that. Cave Imp targets Gorebaker, making quite a monster battle line. Cave Imp comes in, shielded blessing, 2 temporary hit points lost, nothing more. Frostbitten Cutpurse comes into Ratkin Mongrel, skewered for 2 points of damage. That's all it takes with Fat Cat of all time's long knife. Drops Ratkin Mongrel. Ratkin Mongrel targets a blustering town watchman, Brianna. Don't know if you're going to be able to get there. That's a long way away from this Ratkin to go. Long way away for this Ratkin to come. Yeah, and not going to be able to get there. Okay, so Ratkin Mongrel's coming in, but not there yet. Goblin targets Finnevar, the foe burner. This is Sable Phoenix in the flank. 5 points of damage, 1 turned aside, 4 taken as injury, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Yes, the monsters have quite a battle line going on at the edge of Zone 1. Blundering Town Watchman goes AOA. Brianna goes AOA. 2 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Gremlin drops. Finnevar, it goes fight. Finnevar goes fight, targets a goblin, 6 points of damage, a major slashing wound with a goblin, cuts open his throat. Goblin black blood drops everywhere, sprays everywhere. Dread-filled gnome, Proud Star, firing at Cave Imp. Cave Imp takes 1 point of damage from a minor poison wound. Cave Imp targets Blustering Town Watchman into Brianna. 2 points of damage, minor slashing wound. Oh no! Brianna Reynolds, the Blundering Town Watchman has dropped. Gorebreaker, TSL frontman, targets the Goblin. Goblin is hammered for 8 points of damage, a tremendous bludgeoning wound with a mace. Gorebreaker comes in with a mace to Goblin number 2 and drops it. Slimeling. Slimeling targets Gorebaker. Can Slimeling get there? I don't know if Slimeling can get there or not. No, Slimeling can't get there. Too slow. Hold order. Mrs. Dave Snuffy takes a hold order. Goblin goes into Gorebaker. Goblin comes into Gorebaker. 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Oh, and that drops Gorebaker. TSL frontman Gorebaker. Oh, a well-starred character. We have to put an F in the chat for that. A well-starred level 1 character who had survived one Bloodcage. Gorebaker, the level 1 fighter, is dead. I am terribly sorry. Goblin targets the frostbitten Cutpurse of Fat Cat of all time. Fat Cat takes 4 damage, 3 turned aside, 1 taken as injury, minor piercing wound. We still have quite the monster battle line at the edge of Zone 1. Hold order for the Antiquarian's Assistant. The Antiquarian's Assistant is pointing fire at the Goblin with Acid Splash, 1 point of damage, a minor acid wound. Zorn readies the archers. A volley is incoming. Bert, AOA. Bert goes AOA. Dave, no Fs. This is Bert goes AOA into Goblin number 4. 4 points of damage. Drops it. 10 PCs to 11 monsters. 10 PCs to 11 monsters. Chicken Little goes AOA. Chicken Little hammers the Cave Imp for 5 points of damage, drops the Cave Imp. The Cave Imp collapses and is dead. Arrow Storm. Zorn looses the volley. We have 3 arrows incoming. 3 arrows from Goblin archers atop the Bloodcage. They are shooting down on us. Chicken Little. Oh! Chicken Little sidesteps. The arrow whips past and it's harmless. Sir Percival takes 3, 1 turned aside, 2 taking his injury. Shabby Porter. The ward shimmers and deflects the arrow shaft. He is still at 5 of 5. That could have been much, much, much worse. Slimeling. Slimeling targets Chicken Little. Can Slimeling get there? Doesn't look like it. Slimeling's too slow. Gremlin targets Bert. Gremlin comes in. Bert takes 3 points of damage, 2 turned aside, 1 taking his injury. Bert is now down to 3 of 4. Tonight's been brutal. Kobold Crawler number 2 throws into Percival. So Percival deflects. So Percival the Worm raises his shield in time and is deflected. Shabby Porter taking AOA. Shabby Porter going to AOA. Looking at this goblin up there, coming up to Slimeling number 1 instead. 6 points of damage with a club. Just beats that Slimeling to death right there on an all-out attack. Zorn is signaling to ready the portcullis. The goblins are standing by the crank. Sir Percival the Worm, made of meat, AOD. Percival goes AOD. Humongous goes, fires at the cave imp. Throws 1 point of damage at the cave imp, but that's enough to drop a cave imp. Cave imp goes down permanently. White Ape. White Ape targets Shabby Porter. Coming up, going to throw. This is still turn 1. White Ape comes in on Shabby Porter's flank, throws a boulder into Corey. Shabby Porter, 4 points of damage, drops him to 1 of 5. Only 1 of 5. 10 PCs to 8 monsters. It's 10 PCs to 8 monsters. It is now only round 2. We got a Paper Sneakers gives Destitute Antiquarian a fight order. Destitute Antiquarian is looking for a way to fight. Throws Acid Splash into White Ape. White Ape takes 2 points of damage, a minor acid wound. Snuffy, AOA. Snuffy goes AOA. All out attack, AOA. Looking at this gremlin down here, Snuffy goes into Poison Spray. 3 points of damage, a moderate poison wound. That is plenty to kill that gremlin. Nice job. We are going 10 PCs to 7 monsters. Goblin now targets a frostbitten cut purse, bleeds from 5 points of damage. Oh no, down to -4. Fat cat of all time, a frostbitten cut purse drops and is dead. I am sorry about that. Portcullis, Ratkin Gorechild coming in behind us. Ratkin Gorechild coming in behind us, looking at Courtney's Antiquarians. No, goes to Humongous instead. 4 damage, 1 turned aside, 3 taking his injury, a moderate slashing wound. Dread-filled Gnome. This is Proud Star moving toward Cave Imp. No, goes to Ratkin Gorechild. Goes to Poison Spray against Gorechild. 1 point of damage against Gorechild. We're going to need more than that. Finnevar the Foe Burner. Sable Phoenix goes Bang Fight. Goes to Bang Fight. Looking at White Ape instead. Okay, casting a firebolt at the White Ape. White Ape is hit for 6 points of damage, a major fire wound. The smell of burning ape just, I don't know. There's nothing but the smell of burning ape in the blood cage right now. Bert targeting Cave Imp. Bert casts Poison Spray, 4 points of damage. That takes the Cave Imp out. Nice job. Nice job. 9 PCs to 6 monsters. Humongous targets Ratkin Gorechild. Humongous drives the staff. 4 points of damage. That is enough to drop Ratkin Gorechild. Ratkin Gorechild hits the stone and does not rise. Kobold Crawler. Where's Kobold Crawler going? Going to Finvar the Foe Burner. Throwing into Sable. Oh, 2 points of damage, a minor piercing wound. Only 1 point of damage left. You must have like that dart, you know, in your side. And the kobold crawler advances. Slimeling targets Finnevar the foe burner. Let's see. Slimeling comes in, struck for 3 points of damage, a moderate bludgeoning wound. Oh! And Finnevar the foe burner. Oh, we've got to go F in the chat for that, don't we? F in the chat, because Finnevar the foe burner, Sable Phoenix's uncommon elf, has perished. This is a one Bloodcage character. Finnevar the foe burner has perished. I am sorry. Finnevar the foe burner has died. Ratkin Mongrel targets a shabby porter. Ratkin Mongrel lunges in. Critical strike. 4 points of damage with the teeth. The Ratkin Mongrel comes in with the teeth, but the shabby porter hits the ground hard, unconscious but not dead. Chicken Little, Brad Henry. We are 7-5. Chicken Little comes up on this goblin over here. 8 points of damage with a staff. 8 points of damage. Seven PCs to 4 monsters. Kobold Crawler comes into Percival the Worm, or the Worm. Deflected. Nice job, Sir Percival, made of meat. Drove into the shield. Epic defense. Percival survives 3 unscathed. 7 PCs to 4 monsters. Percival accepts a hold. Percival goes hold and is going to target Kobold Crawler. Holding, but targets Kobold Crawler. 4 points of damage, a moderate piercing wound. Round number 3. Dreadfilled Gnome, AOA. Gnome goes AOA. Gnome goes AOA into Ratkin Mongrel. Coming in with a staff. Critical hit. Ratkin Mongrel suffers 8 points of damage. Comes in just swinging with that staff. The Dread-Filled Gnome Apprentice Illusionist drops Ratkin Mongrel number 1 in a big way. Snuffy, AOD. Snuffy, AOD. Paper Sneakers, bang fight. Paper Sneakers looking at the Slimeling. Paper Sneakers going into Slimeling. 1 point of damage, a minor bludgeoning wound. 7 PCs to 2 monsters. Bert. What's Bert going to do? Also coming down to target Slimeling with a staff. 5 points of damage. Nice strike right there. The Slimeling expires on the Cold Stone. Fell-handed. The Bert takes 3 kills. Bert takes 3 kills. It is now the Kobold Crawler's turn. He comes into Sir Percival the Worm. Deflected. The long knife attack is deflected by Sir Percival the Worm. Untouchable. Sir Percival goes 4 strikes in a row. Now it's time to take down this Kobold. Humongous shoots acid splash. 1 point of damage, a minor acid wound. Oh, not enough. Sir Percival goes bang fight. Sir Percival goes bang fight. And so we'll go against Kobold Crawler. 9 points of damage. Nice job. Drops Kobold Crawler. Woo! Seven PCs. So that one. Victory. 7 souls walk out alive. 1 is hauled out unconscious. And the crowd roars for the living. Nice job. 7 walk out alive. 9 XP each. 8 survivors share the spoils. Nice job. Let's go to the winch room. Let's turn the winch room. Who gets out of here? I think that was the last cage. That was number 4, right? That was the 4th cage, right? A destitute antiquarian's assistant. Courtney Humongous. Out. Humongous has 4. Bert out alive. Snuffy out alive. Sir Percival out alive. a dread-filled gnome apprentice illusionist. Brad Chicken Little out alive. Chicken Little gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's deploy the Goblin Medics. A shabby porter. Goblin Medics 10 to wound. No effect. Made of meat. No effect. Humongous. +1. So a little bit of help there. Bert. No effect. Oh, goblins. Not effective. Paper Sneakers. Destitute Antiquarian's Assistant. Mage level 1. You got it. Fairy's Blessing. And your spells restored. Magic Missile. Spells restored. Or Magic Missile you have learned. Dread-filled Gnome Apprentice Illusionist. Gnome level 1. You got it. Proud Star. Level 1 Gnome. You've got it. Sort and dismiss. We're going to look at this, and then we'll look at the leaderboard tonight. The Infirmary has 35 heroes in it. Let's see. Critical Condition. Bongaroo at -3 hit points. A Shabby Porter at -3 hit points. Bang Spawn at -2 hit points. Loot Skywalker at -1. Lloyd at 0. Brother Band-Aid at 0. They're not even conscious. Then we get to Victor Argyle, who has at least 1 hit point remaining, but has a 7-point grievous bludgeoning wound to try to be healed. The stable, we have 306 characters in the stable. 306 characters in the stable. If you want to move your characters to the stable, hit bang S space all, and they'll move over to the stable, and they will not be eligible to be drafted. But let's go over to the, leaderboard. Let's go over to the leaderboard. Most kills. So this is the most kills board. Who came up with the most kills? Ronnie Rampage got an additional 3 kills tonight, which moved Ronnie Rampage over to slot number 5, tied for number 5. Chicken Little got 5 kills tonight. Whoa, nice job, Brad Henley. Chicken Little got 5 kills tonight. You move up 8 slots to be tied for number 7 with Hector the Deflector, who has fallen, +2 kills, now at 7 hit points. Let's see, who else? Oh, for the first time, Carl the Incurious and Sharina show up in the top 25, tied for number 16 with 9 kills. And also No Quarter, who has fallen, has also gotten 8 kills and is tied for number 19. There are also 2 more tied for the 19th slot as far as most kill goes. Cave MVPs. Let's see. Did we get any MVPs tonight? I don't think so. No MVPs tonight. Boss Slayer. Chicken Little got 2 boss kills tonight. The boss kills are defined as the apes or anything that comes out of the portcullis. So he killed 2 of them tonight, moving him up 3 slots to be tied at number 2 with Hector the Deflector, who has perished. Sharina goes up 2, got 2 kills tonight, 2 boss kills tonight, going up 5 to be tied at number 4. Nice job. Carl the Incurious shows up in the top 25 for the first time because he got 3 kills. Okay. Also, Fedivar the Floater, who has fallen, has got 3. Humongous has 3. You're on the top 25, tied at number 10 right there. Damage Dealer. Let's see. Sir Reginald Ironside of Sable Phoenix remains at the top. Ronnie Rampage put 21 points of death on the board tonight, going up 1 slot to be tied at number 24. Drunken Hill. Kilbo. Oh, Kilbo. Oh, my God. Got a drink for Kilbo right there. Did +4 points of damage to go up to number 7. Drunken Hilbo Haggins is still at number 7, although perished. Hector the Deflector also got +8, still at slot number 9. Chicken Little did 36 points of damage tonight, moving him up 14 slots for 90 total damage. Whoa, that makes him number 10. That Chicken Little, you're at number 10. Carl the Incurious, you're on the top 25 for the first time ever, 78 hit points of damage. Let's see. No Quarter plus 13 points of damage, tied at 17, although perished. Most Bruised. Oh no. Drunken Hilbo Haggins has taken 40 points of damage during his entire career and unfortunately has perished. So that moves him up 3 slots. I am sorry. I am very sorry, SKD Fish. Drunken Hilbo Haggins. We loved him. We loved him deeply. And he is now at the moment at the Most Bruised, taking 40 points of damage, although it did slay Hilbo Haggins. Hector the Deflector also took 14 points of damage tonight and perished. That moved him up 14 slots to number 3. So number 1, Hilbo Haggins, then the Chosen One, then Hector the Deflector. That was a lot of damage that was dealt tonight. That was a lot of damage tonight. Bongaroo, you've taken 19 points of damage. You are on the top 25 for the first time. Cheddar Bay Biscuits, you've also taken 19 points of damage, putting you on the top 25 for the first time. Tied at 15. And then, Bronin, only 17 points of damage. Suddenly, that doesn't feel so bad anymore. Biggest hit. I don't think we saw any biggest hit tonight. Well, Carl the Incurious put up 16 points of damage, putting him on the board for the first time. That's tying him for number 11. And that's all it's going with the biggest single hit. Most XP. Kilbo Haggins. Let's see. 87 experience points. Ronnie Rampage, 81 experience points, gained 11, and Ronnie is still alive. Hector the Deflector gained 4 experience points, goes to 74, so it's 19. I don't know why you're having that problem too, Sable. I don't see any problem on my end. Wealthiest, we don't have money yet, so that doesn't matter. Blood Drops, anybody? Oh, Ronnie Rampage, tied for number 5, goes up a blood drop to 8 blood drops total, number 5. Chicken Little goes up 2 blood drops to tie for number 9. Sharina goes up 1 blood drop, tied at 7. Okay. Then Stephen the Bearded appears the first time on the top 25 with 5, tied at 11 with, for instance, Stiffy, who also appears the first time on the top 25. Buddy the Elf and Dorley Borskets get 4 blood drops, and there are 7 more tied for number 22, meaning you need at least 4 blood drops to appear on the top 25. Best defense, Stephen the Bearded got 7 more defenses, perfect defenses tonight. So he is at 16, and he is now at number 2. So Stephen the Bearded moves to number 2. SKD Fish, Stephen the Bearded moves to number 2. Up 7 slots, tied for number 2. Nice job. Hector the Deflector went up 1, still tied for 6. Ronnie Rampage goes up 2 to number 10. Sir Percival the Worm shows up for the first time at the 6th place. Or for 6 kills for the first time. 16th, tied for 16th place. Fell-handed. So Chicken Little has gotten that twice. Ronnie Rampage has gotten that twice. Okay, nice. I still want to see if I can try to reconstruct this. I just have not had time yet. We have not been tracking Fell-handed as long as we've been tracking everything else. So Fell-handed is being tracked as of like a week ago or something like that. All right, so we had 67 kills tonight. There were 13 characters who fell. There was 1 new champion. There were 412 points of damage dealt. The bloodiest survivor, so even though Kilbo Haggins perished, the bloodiest survivor, he did get bloodiest survivor, I don't know. He didn't survive. The bloodiest person who died is now Hilbo Haggins. But then let's look at the fallen. I mean, this is quite a list of fallen. I mean, I'm going to toast all of them right here. Toast to all of the fallen. Look at the names on this. Hilbo Haggins, Hector the Deflector, No Quarter, Finivar the Foe Burner, the Fated Dwarf Armor's Apprentice, Gore Baker, a Cracked Sexton, a Poxmarked Herbalist, a Famished Cultist, an Overmatched Berserker, a Blundering Town Watchman, a Winded Pilgrim, a Guarded Militia. They have all perished, and they are sent to the graveyard. Warriors of the Night, Chicken Little, +5 kills. Chicken Little got +5 kills tonight. Shabby Porter, Sharina, Stiffy, Ronnie Rampage. Well, no. Shabby Porter, Sharina, Shiffy, all +4. Then Ronnie Rampage, +3. Carl the Incurious, Made of Meat, got +45 points of damage tonight. Carl the Incurious did 45 points of damage tonight. Chicken Little right behind him with 36 points of damage. Barion the Frost Weaver, that's Made of Meat as well, 24 points of damage. A Shabby Porter, 22 points of damage. Ronnie Rampage, 21 points of damage. And the blow of the night is Carl the Incurious, who did a crit with a light crossbow against White Ape number 3 for 16 points of damage. 16 points of damage. That's the blow of the night. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Well, no, we have defense. We have defense. We have SKD Fish says, with the addition of tanking, we can add a new column to the Warriors of the Night for you're talking about okay. You're talking about on the show wrap up. Most defense. Oh, okay. Best, yes, maybe so. Because I was saying we do. When we brought that up, I was like, we do have best defense. We have best defense, but you want best defense of the night. Okay. I will see if I can do that. I will see if I can do that. Yes. Okay. I got you. Okay. Well, I enjoyed it. Welcome everybody who is new. Thank you so much for being here. This has been fantastic. I'm going to rewatch this, and I have things I want to keep going with, and I got more level 1 stuff I got to do, but content to create, but I've got more time to sit at my computer to do it. So thank you so much for everybody for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I have enjoyed it. It has been wonderful. Thank you so much for playing with me tonight. I will see you tomorrow night. But in the meantime, please go forth, be creative, and be constructive. Thank you guys, everybody. See you later.